Hi students, good morning to all. So today we have to continue the same chapter 13, surface area and volume. So now we have to see the topic 13.4, conversion of solid from one shape to another. Conversion of solid from one shape to another. I have to show some figure here. So here one of the solid, this is solid cylinder. I need to convert this into different type of shapes. The first conversion you have to see. So one cylinder can be converted to three different type of cylinders. So three cylinder, small cylinder, one larger cylinder is converted to three cylinder. Otherwise I just converted into two cuboid. Otherwise I just converted three different shape. One is cone, another one is cube, another one is cuboid. Just I have to melt and make a modeling shape of cone, cube and cuboid. So here only one sphere. So one figure converted like this. It may be a cylinder or cuboid or different three type of different shapes or one sphere. Okay. So now by comparing this, I just doing one conversion table. The first point, cylinder is converted to what the shape is this? The cylinder is converted to cylinder only. Cylinder is to cylinder. Cylinder is seems to cylinder only. Okay. So here I need to put one box. If same means we need to tick it or we need to cross mark. Okay, here shape are same or different. Shape is same because cylinder to cylinder only. Okay, and then size I put the box and volume I put the box. Okay, here size, yes, bigger one is converted to smaller one, so size is different. So size change. Okay, size change. So tick mark is converted, remains same. Cross mark it should be different. Okay, so now you can see. Next, volume. So volume in the sense, if you consider it becomes 300 ml quantity. 300 ml quantity, it can be contains, take it as a 100 ml beaker. So 100 ml means 100 ml, this one 100 ml and this one 100 ml. You can add this 300 plus 100 plus 100 which is equal to 300 ml. So you can say 300 ml equal to 300 ml. So only one cylinder is converted into three different three cylinders. Small cylinder, capacity each 100 ml. You can add this three, you get the volume. So volume of this both are same. Larger cylinder and this three cylinder, volume of this three cylinder always same. So volume doesn't change. So volumes same. Okay. So now cylinder is converted to cuboid. So now what is the conversion shape? It is cuboid. So shape is also different. Shape different. Size different. But you can take, this is one of a beaker, the same 300 ml it converted into, this is 100 and this one is 200 means what is the capacity totally? It becomes 300. So the shape is different, size is different, but the quantity, the capacity remains the same. 300 ml is equal to 300 ml. So volume doesn't change, volume always equal. Okay, and third one, here you can see three different type of shape. So shape it seems to be cone, cube, cuboid. So three different type of shapes. So shape different and then size different, but you can take this one 50 ml. Okay, this one 150 ml and this one 100 ml. You can see 50 plus 150 plus 100, you can take 300. The capacity of one cylinder is 300 ml. You can transfer the liquid into three different type of container. It is equal to 300 ml. Okay, so one solid shape, it can be melted and converted into three different type of shapes. but capacity remains same, volume same. Okay, and another one, this is one cylinder, this is one sphere. Okay, so conversion of solid, it becomes sphere, so solid shape is different and then size is different, but this quantity is equal to 300 ml in the sense volume. So you can see here which is remains always the same, always. So if the shape and the size are different, once you have to convert this cylinder into any other shape and size, it may be differ, but you can see volume of conversion of this 4 different type of solids, 4 different type of shapes, always that capacity same. So what is the basic concept? So the basic concept, conversion of solid from one shape to another, volume remains same. Okay, volume remains same. So if you convert one solid shapes into another, it may be cylinder to sphere, sphere to cuboid, cube, cone, whatever it is, one shapes to another shape, volume remains same. Okay, it is in a form of conversion. Okay, if you need to transfer a liquid one place to another, means it may be vary of the sizes. Okay, if you take a clay, okay, you need to first you make a model of cone, and again you reshape into cube, and again you reshape into cuboid, and again you reshape into solid cylinder. That capacity remains same, volume always same. Okay, now we move on to example number 8. Now we see example number 8. A cone of height 24 centimeter and radius of base 6 centimeter is made up of modeling clay. A child reshapes it in the form of a sphere. Find the radius of a sphere. So here this is the basic of conversion of solid. So now we have to see the example on the basis of conversion of solid from one shape to another shape. So before I explained if one of the solid we converted into another one, which one is remains same, volume is always remains same. So this is the basic concept. In a basic concept, conversion of solid from one shape to another, volume remains same. So here cone can be reshaped into sphere. We need to find out the radius. Okay, we need to find out the radius or whatever it is, but volume of a sphere is equal to volume of a cone. So cone is reshaped to sphere, but volume doesn't change. Volume of a cone is always equal to volume of a sphere. By comparing these two volume, we need to find out the radius of a sphere. In a solution, we have to find the radius of a sphere. Solution of example 8. The given value is height 24 centimeter, radius. So here cone is converted to sphere. So first you need to write what the conversion is happened. So cone is reshaped. Cone is reshaped into sphere. So cone we need to reshape it to sphere. Okay, now you need to take the given values of cone. So cone we need a height which is equal to 24 centimeter, and then radius which is equal to 6 centimeter, but cone is converted into sphere. So here only one value, that is radius, we need to find out what the centimeter. So already I told by using of basic concept. So cone is reshaped to sphere means shape differ, size differ, but which one is remain same? Volume. So the basic concept, volume of sphere. Why I take the first one sphere? Here we need to find out the value from sphere. So listen dears, always you need to find out any values, means that shapes you keep it in left. It is very easy to calculate. Okay, so here cone we have all the values, but we need to find out radius of a sphere. Okay, cone is always the values present, but we need to find the sphere. So first you take sphere. It is very easy to calculate, very easy to transfer. So which is equal to volume of cone. So you know volume of sphere is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is equal to volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So we need to find out radius. We need to find out radius of a sphere. So before you substituting the value, okay, you need to transfer. Okay, afterwards you have to, otherwise you no need to substitute the value of pi. Okay, and before that you have to substitute remaining 4 by 3 into pi into r cube, which is equal to 1 by 3 into pi into, so what is the value of r? It seems to be 6 centimeter. 6 centimeter square into 24 centimeter. So now you take this r cube as it is same. You need to multiple first. So pi into 6 centimeter into 6 centimeter into 24 always here. So this 3 becomes in a numerator. Whole divided by, always denominator here 3 is there. Remaining 4 into pi into r cube. Sorry. 4 into pi, because r cube we keep it as same. So now you need to cancel. You supposed to cancel. 1 4s are 4, 6 4s are 24. 3 will get cancelled. And pi. So that's why I told you no need to substitute the value for pi. Okay. So now what is the different value? 1, 2, 3. So r cube, which is equal to 6 centimeter into 6 centimeter into 6 centimeter. You no need to multiple, so you can take r, which is equal to cube root of, it is very easy format, 6 centimeter into 6 centimeter into 6 centimeter. So if you multiple this 6 into 6 into 6, you get 216. Again you need to take over the factor 6 into 6 into 6. Cube root means what the concept, you need to take 1 out of 3. You need to take 1 out of 3, that is cube root. So r, which is equal to 6 centimeter. So here the child reshaped cone, reshaped into sphere. A child can be reshaped the cone into sphere, means radius of the sphere is nothing but 6 centimeter. Therefore you need to write radius. So radius of sphere is 6 centimeter. Okay, next we move on to question number 9. Example 9. So now example number 9. Selvi's house has an overhead tank in the shape of a cylinder. This is filled by pumping water from a sump. Sump means underground tank, which is in the shape of cuboid. So here two different type of shape is there. One is sump. Sump means underground tank. It is in the shape of cuboid. And another one, overhead tank. It is in the shape of cylinder. So sump has dimension 1.57 meter into 1.44 meter, 95 centimeter. So 95 centimeter, it seems to be 0.95 meter. So this is the dimension of the underground tank. The overhead tank has its radius 60 centimeter and height 95 centimeter. Find the height of the water left in the sump after the overhead tank has been completely filled with water from the sump, which had been full. Compare the capacity of tank with that of the sump. So here you can see, once we need to transfer the water from sump to overhead tank, it is the shape of cylinder. So always sump is more capacity while we comparing with the cylinder. So that's why we need to find out, once we have to fill the cylinder, that is cylindrical tank, after that how much the volume of a water remaining. We need to find out how much water is there remaining in a sump. After that we need to find out the height. We need to find out the height of the water in a sump. So already I told the volume of both solid is same, so we need to find out water left in the sump. We need to find out water left in the sump. How you find out? So water left in the sump, here you by the comparison of the two volume, here which one is greater? This is not a conversion, we need to transfer one to another. We need to transfer one to another. So sump is larger quantity, cylinder has low quantity. So volume of a sump you need to subtract. Okay, volume of a cylindrical tank is subtracted by volume of sump. So volume of sump, that is volume of underground tank minus volume of cylindrical tank, you get the volume of water left in the sump. And next you need to find out the height, height of the water in a sump. In a solution detailedly we have to see how much water left in the sump and what is the height of the water. So example 9. In example 9, in a question itself I explained to you. So it is not a conversion of one solid to another. So underground tank, it have a capacity and you need to transfer into overhead tank. You need to transfer into overhead tank. Okay, so you need to find out the comparison of capacity of this both tank and how much water left after filled this over tank, how much water left in this underground tank and what is the height. Okay, so capacity of underground tank is greater than overhead tank. Capacity of underground tank is greater than overhead tank, already I informed. So you need to find out after filling the water to the cylindrical tank, that is overhead tank, how much water left from this underground tank. So water left in underground tank is nothing but volume of sump, that is volume of underground tank minus volume of cylinder. If you subtract the volume of cylinder by underground tank means you get how much water left in the tank. So first you need to find out volume of sump and next you need to find out volume of cylindrical tank, that is overhead tank. You need to subtract means you get how much water left in a underground tank, that is volume of water left in sump. So volume of sump is nothing but underground tank. Underground tank is in a shape of cuboidal, so L into B into H, cubic units. So this is the volume of formula to find out cube. So you know that the value of length is 1.57 meter and breadth is 1.44 meter and height is 0.95 meter. You have to multiple, you get a meter cube. I just keep it same, keep it out. Okay, so 1.57 into 1.44 into 0.95. If you multiple this three value, you got 2.14776. If you take approximately 2.148 meter cube. So this is the volume of sump, that is volume of underground tank. It is in the shape of cuboid. Okay, so next you need to find out volume of overhead tank. So volume of overhead tank is in the shape of cylinder. So volume of a cylinder is nothing but pi r square h cubic units. So what is the value of pi? Here we need to substitute 3.14. So radius is 6 centimeter, they have to given, 60 centimeter they have to given. We need to convert that one into meter means 0.6. Already it explained in the question. Okay, so r square means you need to multiple twice. So 0.6 into 0.6 height, that is 0.95 meter. So if you multiple this four values, you get 1.07388 meter cube. 1.07388 meter cube. So approximately you can return 1.074 meter cube. 1.074 meter cube. So now you find out the volume of sump, volume of underground tank, volume of overhead tank, you find out. Next, what you need to do, you need to subtract this both volume, means you get the volume of water left in underground tank. So water left in sump is equal to volume of underground tank minus volume of overhead tank. So 2.148 minus 1.074. If you subtract, you get 1.074 meter cube. This is the volume of water left in a sump. So next, what you need to find height of water left in sump. So this is the volume left in a underground tank. So how much height is this? So you need to take L into B into H, which is equal to 1.074. How you take? The volume of your water left in a sump is 0.74. The sump is in the dimension L into B into H because it is in cuboid. You need to find H. You just divide this length into breadth into this volume. Okay, you know that value, that is 1.57 into 1.44. If you multiply this two, you get 2.26 meter square. If you divide this two, you get 0.475 meter. Now you convert this one into centimeter, just you multiply with 100, you get the value is in centimeter. So height of water left in sump is equal to 47.5 centimeter. Next, what you need to compare? You need to compare the capacity. How you compare? Comparison of capacity overhead tank with the sump. So what is the volume of overhead tank? Already we find out overhead tank is nothing but 1.074 meter cube, and volume of sump is 2.148. Just you have to divide to find the comparison. Volume of overhead tank by volume of sump, 1.074 divided by 2.148. If you divide 1 times and 2 times, you get 1 by 2. So half. So which one is half? Is nothing but, listen, volume of overhead tank is half of volume of sump. Capacity of tank is half of the capacity of sump. So just you think how it is possible. Volume of overhead tank divided by volume of sump. What is that? You get half. So you can take volume of overhead tank, which is equal to half into volume of sump. So that's why I written in the sentence, capacity of tank is half of the capacity of sump. Capacity of tank is half of the capacity of sump. Okay, so yes, now I just attached example number 8 and example 9. So you need to calculate it again. You need to practice it again for your reference. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching our channel. If you like this video, comment, like, share.